Alright guys, I'm reviewing, I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to review this little box that I created, and this is to solve an issue that me and my wife were facing for a long time, which is this Reynolds wrap that everybody uses in the kitchen. This wrap, typically the issue with this wrap is, first of all, it's extremely useful wrap system because it allows you to wrap over food and all kinds of different things. So it's used on a daily basis, at least in our kitchen. So if you're one of those who does use this Reynolds wrap or another kind of aluminum wrap, aluminum foil, then I don't know if you find the same issue as what we've always had. It's kind of cumbersome that you want to lift it out. You have to hold it kind of like that. So it's kind of hard to take it out with one hand without kind of smushing it. And then cutting it, sometimes you get a clean cut, sometimes you don't. So it's just kind of cumbersome, and it stays, like, then you have to put it away somewhere, and then you have to take it out from this drawer, things like that. So what I did was I came up with a simple design, and I built this little container. And so what this container is, this is just a 1/2-inch plywood that I got from Lowe's. It was some of my scrap plywood that I had remaining from Lowe's, that I got from Lowe's. I believe it's birch plywood, but I could be wrong in that. All it took was I cut this thing into the shape of a box. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a bottom piece, so 5 pieces that I cut out. And then all I had to do was really not even screw them together. I just used super glue because it's something that's not going to be very load bearing. This is not very heavy, maybe like, I don't know, 1/2 pound or something when it's full, maybe less. And so the way this works is this. So you take, all we do is now, I take this thing and I put it in here, and it's a perfect fit. So it drops like that. The way this works is, I put this, the front section of this is actually a little bit stepped down, maybe like about 3 millimeters lower. As you can see, this plank here is about 3 millimeters lower in height than the rest of the sides, 1, 2, 3 other sides. So what that does, it allows us to use the existing cutter mechanism of that foil container itself to cut the foil. So now all I do is like this. So I take it out with both hands, comes out nice and clean, and either side I go. It's a nice clean cut. Perfect. So this kind of the wrinkly one, and this is a nice clean cut. And then once you're done, there's nothing else you need to do. You don't have to put it away or anything, so it just stays there. And then again, you use as much as you want and you cut it. And as you run out, you just take this out, throw it off, put a new one in there, and then that's it, you're done. The way I put this on here is I screwed it directly to my cabinetry. I know some people may not want to do that, so you could definitely use something like double-sided tape in order for you to glue it or just stick it to whatever surface you want to stick it to. But I use these 2 screws because I wanted it to. It didn't matter to me. It's a permanent thing because I should be living in this house for a while, so I decided to do it as a permanent fixture. The other thing is I stained it. I just went to Lowe's, or I think maybe Home Depot, and I just kind of matched this, or try to match the stain to this. So this is stained, which was pretty easy to apply. I'm not very experienced with stain, but with this project it was pretty easy. It took like maybe 5 or 6 times that I went over it with the stain, and it ended up getting this nice, deep, rich color. Which, if you look closely, it's not an exact match. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not, but it's not an exact match. But from a distance and for the untrained eye, you can't tell the difference apart. You know, the guests who have been over to our place, they think it's an exact match. Now let me take you a little bit closer. So I want to give you a close-up of this. So here, here's the insides of it. I don't know if earlier was the camera able to catch the. Oh wait, what's going on here? Okay, wait a second. That's not good. This is supposed to be on autofocus, yeah. Well, let's see, we'll just do manual focus. I don't know what's happening with that. There you go. So here what you have inside is, you'll notice these red things, and then yeah, those red things, what those are, it's nothing but just a piece of a thin piece of wood. I think it was 3/16 of an inch that I had spare scrap wood left. The reason why I put it in there, because when I did construct the whole box, the box, what's that, the aluminum foil box ended up sinking in too deep in there. So I learned from that. So all I did is I put these two to raise the level up, so that it would just sit that much higher up on this edge here, so that the blades of the box will stick out and allow me to easily cut it. So what basically happens is, it's just simple physics what it uses. Since the box dimensions are pretty tight and are almost conforming to the aluminum foil box. Okay, let me put it back in here real quick. One hand is a little trickier. So see, it's a pretty snug fit. It's just got a little bit of give in it, but because of the fact that this is pretty close by to the edge, that when I go ahead and pull the foil, it gives it in fact a strong backing of this wooden piece over here. So it makes the cut that much easier and that much crisp. It comes out crisp. Here's some of the other views of it. So it's just, again, it's a very simple box, nothing fancy to it, and that's it. Hope you guys like it, and maybe it'll give you an idea to make your own. And if anybody is interested, I can definitely post. I can take the dimensions, I can measure them out, and I can post them. And you can give it a shot for yours, because I don't want to post them in advance, because I don't know if Reynolds wraps have different versions, and because the one that we buy, it's from Costco, it's a 2-pack packaging. Maybe the one that you buy might be a different packaging, different dimensions, so that may not work for you. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Thank you.